I close my eyes, I built these walls. I made them 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall. When you're up so high, you never wanna fall. I should have held a little back, but I had to give it all. So give it up, all of your love, and don't run away. But if it's no, then let me go, because there's nothing more that I can say. Because you set me on fire. Your love is just like a flame. You're burning me up, fire, and I will never be the same. You burn me, you set me on fire. You're playing your love games. You're burning me up, fire, and I will never be the same.
Alright, I'm the writer, and today with me here is Romain.
Hey lads.
He's gay, don't worry. So we're looking at our war. We lost this last war and it was the most unfair war in fucking history. We got matched up with a clan which had 2 Town Hall 10s which weren't rushed. And we got matched up with 8 Town Hall 9s. Which is crazy as fuck. But we did manage to 3-star some of their Town Hall 9s though. So in my opinion the best attack I saw was Jason's attack on 8. Which was a crazy attack, and it was really good. So, Rainy, if you want to look there.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Alright, so watch it together, and the space wasn't maxed out. It was probably more of a premature Town Hall 9, but all the same, it was a really good attack. 1 golem golaloon, which means he was only going for the queen and 1 air defense. And the idea of putting those giants, I guess, was really good because he was tanking the base as well for his golem. He's creating that funnel, uses his king and queen, and then he takes his heroes in. He rages them up, which is really good. And the queen could have gone around at that point, but he was lucky she went in the middle. Because she didn't go in the middle either way. He took out 1 air defense, which is what he wanted, and then his queen went around, and is probably going to get taken out by the by the expos. So he deploys those balloons like surgically, which is really good, and he uses those haste spells as well quite effectively.
What does that even do?
Like the haste spells just speed up his attack rather than just put more power. Because if you see, like the haste spells just speed up his so they can get to another defense really quickly, while the rage spells make them more effective, like make them more powered up. But you can only dark spells only accommodate to one. So you could, for a Town Hall 8 you can have 7 spells, which is three of the normal spells and then 1 dark spell, and obviously 1 dark spell in this clan castle. And then he's got that giant amount of cleanup. He hasn't even lost his 3rd lava hand, and he's just wrecking the space. And in the last,
is that salvation?
Yeah, salvation on tanky. Next attack, I guess, would be... Well, your turn. Pick an attack.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, fuck it. How about 17 Namik by Hamzi's ult.
Oh, yeah. 17. Yeah, boredom. Again, probably a hug attack, I'm guessing. Alright, let's have a look. Alright, so Hamza's taking hog army, which is probably going to be an Asian wall because he's noob. At like Town Hall 8, there's more or less three types of hog attacks: surgical hogs, Asian wall, and just everything Birth does, which is generally the crap style. So, yeah, he's taking out the clan castle and using one poison, which is good, so he can save one for the skeleton traps, which seem to rape hogs more than giant bombs these days. So he's sending in his hogs in a wall sort of thing, and uses his first heal spell, not in particularly the best place, but I guess just to keep the hogs alive. And then uses that skeleton to kill the skeletons. Then he sends his third group of hogs in from the clan castle to back them up, and then he's got so many left at this time. Although those, what were they, spring traps are almost getting rid of his hogs, but he's got quite a lot left for cleanup. And he's got his king and giants and wizards. So what do you think about this new Town Hall 7 update, Ram?
I think I'm fucked. To be honest with you, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get past it. I mean, I'm moving to TH8 soon enough anyway, but I still think I'm fucked for my ult.
Well, I can show you some. To be honest, Clash of Clans have made it their aim this year to make the game more strategic, attacks more strategic, meaning that you have to plan your attacks more instead of just spam your troops in one spot, which is generally what Town Hall 7s do these days. But if you look at, for example, who attacked, let's see one of the Town Hall 7's attacks. Who got a 3-star on a Town Hall 7? Alright, let's look at Cart's attack on 26. Got it?
Yeah.
Alright. There are 3 air defenses, even if it's level 2. The strategy's still the same. That airsweeper's in such a good position you'll rape him. So he has to deploy his dragons wider in a more surgical position where they can make a better funnel for him. And he's waiting, he's delaying the drag drops and stuff, so he's not going all at once, and he's using more drags on one side, I guess, take out one air defense, and then using balloons and a couple of drags on the other side for the other. And I guess...
No, go on.
So I guess that's basically what Clash of Clans wants. Even if you're using a drag attack, you just have to be a bit more clever with the way you deploy them. Because, I mean, I don't think that the update is that major, because at Town Hall 8 you're playing using drags against 3 air defenses anyway.
With what, range?
Yeah, but a lot of people use lightning anyway, so it doesn't make it that much of a difference. At the end of the day, you still have to make a good funnel. You still have to go through that basic 3 air sweeper, the air sweeper and 3 defenses, so it's not that different. You just gotta be a bit more careful with where your placing is. And then he uses his king to clean up. Carts, your king is shit. It's level 3.
Where's mine?
Yours is shit too then. Anyone new to the clan in this last week?
Not that I know of.
Alright, so Lolly hasn't been attacking much, so Lolly is of course the famous, infamous dickhead locked in her. And every war he's in, we have never missed a 3-star from him on a Town Hall 8. So I think it's courtesy to see his attack on a 19. On that XX Murad XX guy. And this base, I've seen this before because there was only one person in history who would use a base like this. That's Firing Sniper. It's meant to be an anti-hog base because it makes the spring traps would be all around that centered area and you can't tell where the giant bombs are. But it leaves it so susceptible to go wipe because it's just P.E.K.K.A.s can go around, they can go to the side, and the defenses are so separated. But the base does what it's meant to do. It makes you go around. And you saw that giant bomb right there. But I think he placed that rage a bit early. Unless he knew the pathing, but yeah, his attacks are generally quite good. And then he's got that king going around cleaning that up, so he's got a lot of cleanup. And then his wizards aren't dying out yet. I think the one problem with this base is that there's no double giant bombs. They're all like single giant bombs in different places, which means that if you trip, if you know if you've attacked this base before, it's so easy to get to the giant bombs. Like there's one literally almost on the outside. Alright, I've shown 2 attacks. Your turn. Pick one.
Alright. Alright, let's do 35.
They're 35, right?
Yeah. My fleet.
Ah. Well, some people would call this an utter rape.
And they'd be right.
Hmm. As you know, Flay is a shit attacker. His best attacks have been 3 stars on Town Hall 4s. But hey, he managed to 3-star with 3 balloons, I think, maybe?
Is that his Rush TH9 account?
Yeah. He doesn't use the other one, I think. Like, Minions is dead now. Oh, that Valkyrie came out of this clan castle late, so that sucked to him.
This is a good example of cleanup, I suppose.
Yeah, and a good example of using your loons properly. I mean, for Town Hall 9s, they recommend surgical loons rather than just normal Love Loonian style. But, yeah. I would say it was a nice waste of elixir, though.
Agreed. Should we move on to good attacks against us?
Yeah. Well, I can't show the first one because that was a Town Hall 10 against a Town Hall 9 and he only got 86%, which is really bad. A Town Hall 10 should be able to 3-star a Town Hall 9 with ease. But they did manage to 3-star Ace, so let's have a look at that, I guess. Ace, well, he wasn't able to attack this war and that might have costed us the war. But,
There was a valid reason behind it, though.
yeah,
He raged, but he'll be back.
hopefully.
You know.
Yeah. So this is a Goho. So he's taking out the CC first, I'm guessing, by lure.
Only one go.
Yeah, no, I think he has another one in the clan castle.
Oh, cool.
Because I don't think one golem, yeah. So this is a stilted Goho, which is 2 golems. I'm guessing he knows where the giant bombs are then because of the way he's done this attack. So he's going in from the top and he's taking a lot more wizards than most people usually do. But I guess that's good for getting him percentage. Oh, and he hasn't even got his king. Wow. So then he's deploying his hogs surgically from one side. And that heal spell placement was perfect for him. And that's the advantage of surgical deployment. You only lose a couple of hogs every time you hit a giant bomb. In this case, the queen triggered one. He lost 2 hogs on one, and he lost 0 hogs on the other. So he's got so many hogs left if he's at the end, almost. Not even the king or skeleton traps could do anything about that. And he's still got wizards for cleanup. So that was a really good attack. Be it unfair or not, but... And his queen's still at almost full health with her ability. Well, they didn't 3-star any of our other Town Hall 9s, which is surprising. They only got 2 stars on them. I think because of our big advantage we had in this war was our anti-3-star bases. Since they've had a lacked amount of anti-3-star, maybe not practiced as us on them, we were able to 3-star anti-3-stars while they were able to only 2-star them. And some of our bases got attacked around 6 times, our Town Hall 8s, until their Town Hall 9s had to drop down and 3-star them, which I guess is what happened. But yeah. I guess one of our other good attacks was Hamza, again, from his main account, which was a 3-star, and I guess Flay, which we'll show after. So Hamza got a 3-star on, I guess he's 3-starred this base before, I think, actually, but we'll have a look. Kagan, I think it's, yeah, you know, like number 4. Yeah. Alright, so this is an anti-2-star base. They've predominantly died in recent years. Because, I mean, anti-2-stars don't seem to work these days. But he's taken 4 golems for this attack, which is crazy. Notice the late deployment of the queen. Which means he's just able to clear out all those buildings without the queen getting distracted, and it's useful for him. I think he's taken 4 golems is because he needs more troops to tank maybe all the way around. Although in this case that didn't really happen because his queen decided to go in the middle and so did his wizards and witches, so...
How viable is a lava hound in CC?
Lava pups, you mean?
That too.
I don't know. Lava hounds don't really have that much firepower, actually. They just more like distract. And lava pups are just irritating on the queen because, like, if you don't have wizards to help clean up a lava hound can be deadly. And this is a lot of clans use this, and we've used it a few times, but it's a difficult tactic to use. It's more of a cleanup tactic which people use. Is like they take 2 archers and a healer, and they lure the lava hound to the side, and then they use it basically. Like they use the 2 archers and healer to keep the lava hound distracted throughout the whole attack, and that saves them a lot of time and troops, which is a thing to remember, I guess. But if it's a first time attack, it's difficult to predict where it's going to be a lava hound or a dragon or Valkyries or whatever, I guess. And I guess the only other 3-star we had was Flay's attack on 9, which was called Dadass. So this is again Flay's speciality. Quadlaloon, I think it's called. I'm not even sure.
Quadroloon.
Yeah, raping DE right there. Must be like, I think it's like 600 DE per lava hound. See what his lava hounds are doing? They're distracting the air defenses and taking all like the air traps away, while the balloons clear up the defenses.
Yeah, I see that.
And then they also help him clean up. Here he was kind of lucky, I guess, because he got rid of all the other defenses. That wizard tower, the expo, I think, went down as well. And then his balloons went down, which was really helpful for him. Because now all he had was his king and queen, and be it they're not that high leveled, but they were leveled enough to take out the rest of the defenses and clear up the rest of this base. Any other attacks you think of?
I haven't actually looked.
Sorry, which one?
I haven't looked.
Alright.
None that I can see.
Well, Birth did do a 3-star. That's something, I guess.
Where?
I know, I was surprised myself. On 11. Birth, you need to fail, man. I have to add to my fail charge. It's a work in progress. Generally we had good attacks this war, I guess, from our Town 08s. They did really well, and then, which means our Town 09s could have focused on the Town 09s, but I guess Ace having his issues and our failing on some of their Town 10s, I guess, costed us attacks, and we just didn't have enough attacks or firepower left to win the war.
Oh well.
Yeah. But if we look at the stats, we had more 3-stars, which shows we were better attacking. We had, yeah, and our new stars per percentage, new stars per attack was higher. Average destruction was almost the same. Ooh, I got most heroic defense. What the fuck did I get that for? Ew. So I was attacked by, oh, right. That's probably why. I don't know if he was trying to do the rage thing, or why did he take an earth spell? I actually can't work that out yet. But usually my base is really after 3-star. Like, just with drags, it usually takes hogs to 3-star mine, or superb drag placement.
Where is that?
It's check the, like, go to the top and you just scroll down, you'll see AK Flair's defense.
You'll see whose defense?
AK Flair. Like, you know when you get the war stats right at the top? I think in this just attack he was just unlucky. I mean, he spawned all his drags properly and then just couldn't take out the defenses. His drags went the wrong way, and that's the worst thing in a drag attack. Reliance on luck. And his king wasn't leveled enough to even get him a 2-star. So, that was about that. Yeah. So, this war we're playing against another level 7 clan. They look like they're an Arab clan or an Iranian clan, and they look pretty good. And again, the war matching system's done a great job. We're playing a Town 11 and 6 Town 9s. I mean, we have an advantage in Town 9s, but really a Town 11, war matching system's done great right there.
Is he Russo?
What?
Is he Russo?
Russian?
Rushed.
Let's have a look. Actually, I haven't checked. No, he's not rushed at all. He's got a level 2 Infernos, and his Expos are only level 2, but he's got an Eagle Artillery. And that's still a huge advantage. Maybe it can be 2-starred with Go Wipe, but I can see where his Teslas are, and that's not a great position for us to be in, so I'm guessing this base won't even be touched this war. And his troops are rushed, insanely rushed. And his heroes. Yeah, this guy's rushed generally, but he's still got a huge advantage on us because of that artillery, and just because he's a Town 11, he's got better... Yeah.
Cool.
Well, wish us the best of luck in this war, and it's been great commentating with you, Romain.
Likewise. For what it's worth.
Yep. Alright, see you another time. Bye.